we're discussing self-care, and I just want to share with you the way that I manage my home and the way that I am able to pass on the management of the home if I'm ever not able to do it. And I created a home life schedule to manage that. And the reason I did this is when I was poorly, with depression, or even if I managed to get flu or something, the cycle of the way things were done would seem to fall apart, and that would just factor into how ill it would make me feel. I decided to just set it up to help my family, but also to help me. When I had depression, I struggled to make decisions. But if I knew that on a Monday I was doing laundry, then I could just go through the motions and keep the family home going and feel valued in that way. But also it means that if I was unable to, then someone else in my family could pick up the slack and everything still continued to get done. This can be created for couples, or it can be created for families, but it's just a way of managing your schedule so there is downtime as well. And these vital ways of running our home life is important to our mental health. Decluttering is important to continue to maintain a level of tidiness in our homes. You can see in your course booklets an example of a family schedule and an example for a working couple's schedule as well, because we have to take into account that doing all those chores during the week won't be possible if you're working full time. You can just see in there that there's a breakdown each day for someone that's working at home, but if someone's going into the office, culminating and doing all the jobs in one day together, so that it doesn't just fall to one person in the relationship. But I also have always done a meal plan, and I did this early on in our marriage just because I don't like waste, and I would often end up throwing away vegetables that had gone off or fruit that had gone off. So I set up my menu plan for the week, and from that menu plan I would write the list of foods I needed to go along with those meals. And the best thing about it for me is that around 4:00 in the afternoon my inspiration to figure out what to cook for my family would disappear. I'm not a ready, steady cook kind of girl, and I really need that decision to be made for me. So by planning out what I'm going to cook in the week allows me to feed my family without having to put too much thought into it. The preparation's been done when I've done the meal plan and the grocery shopping, the food shopping. I would recommend this because it stops wastage, but also because it does help you when you're making a decision about what to cook your family. But it also allows us to take into account the nutrition talk that we have shared on this course, or you will be seeing it if you haven't seen it already. Just look at how you're balancing your meals. Are you having those 2 oily fish a week? How much red meat are you having? And it just manages that. But going back to my point about when I'm unwell or when I have been unwell, it allows my family to see what dinner is and they're able to cook it too. It doesn't just fall to me, and rightly so. Everyone should be taking a part to run our home when we need to have a functioning house.